What's up, guys? This is Ashley,
This is Dragon.
and we're reviving the Let's Plays just on this channel now instead of my own, because it's just easier this way for everyone involved.
Because you were basically the backbone of this channel behind the scenes anyway, so I was just like, let's just merge everything together.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And now that, we moved and everything is resituated half a year later, I figured I might as well start this up again just on here. So, with that being said, God of War. Admittedly, I've already played it once, but I love this game and I want to replay it, and he didn't get to watch me play most of it, but he liked what he saw, so we're doing it again.
Big, bearded man swinging, axes and, blades. It spoke to me.
I don't see why.
I can't figure it out.
I don't know.
I feel they just didn't give him a head of
Is
hair.
it because he looks like Grog?
He does look like Grog. Oh, Grog.
But yeah, so we're gonna start this up again, and just a heads up, this is a Let's Play, so we'll be talking. So if you want to watch a walkthrough where there's no talking, this is not the Let's Play you want to watch. So
especially if you're familiar with the commentaries we do on this channel, it's basically going to be like that. So again, if you don't want to hear us gabbing away the whole time,
yeah.
Just so you've been warned.
Which reminds me, I'll make sure subtitles are on.
So thoughtful of you.
Audio. I like subtitles on anyways, personally. So, but that way too, if we're talking and you guys can't hear, you can see what they're saying. But anyways, let's do this. And you know what? I'm playing on baby mode just because I'm trying to enjoy the story. And I played it once, so that's what I'm doing.
So yeah.
So don't judge me.
Take that.
Here we go. Getting right into it.
He's like, fuck you, tree.
I need to speak to this tree.
Fucking tree hugger.
Which it's actually really fucking sad.
Well,
it's
yeah.
not funny.
No,
but
I know. I make it the joke. So, speaking of gabbing away, I just want to point out I love the texture of the beard. It looks like.
Oh, I know.
As a man who sports a proud beard himself, usually sometimes in video games you see beard and it just looks like a solid.
It looks like actual hair, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can see the follicles.
Yeah, and we just got a PS4 Pro, which we updated to, so that's one of the other reasons I want to play it. Just to see even more how beautiful it is.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous looking game.
Yeah, this...
And I'm not gonna front, guys.
Angry scream.
No, I'm not a gamer. She is the gamer
of this household.
Yeah.
It's true.
But for even me, I can appreciate just the attention to detail in this game. It's a beautiful game just to look at. So even though I'm not playing it right now, I'm there's so much for me to take in just as a observer.
It's one of those things too, now since I've obviously played it through once, I feel like it has, I don't want to sound super lame.
Go for it.
But I feel like everything's gonna have more meaning for me now, because I kind of know where it's leading or know why he's acting a certain way. So
yeah.
That and
Found some.
So cute.
You should take shots every time he says boy.
We would be dead.
Boy. That didn't take long. First line. I think he uses the word boy as opposed to punctuation.
Yes.
Instead of having a period at the end of a sentence, he ends a sentence with boy.
God, and I fucking love this soundtrack so much. I downloaded it as soon as I finished this game.
Who was the name of the composer?
Bear McCreary, I believe it is.
He, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be doing the score for Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Carrying this tree, no big deal.
So there you go. It's a little bit of bridge between two of the things we do here.
I know, right?
I know, you just manhandle, yep, here's a tree.
Hey, boy.
Still want me to tie it to the boat?
Smart ass.
I like how little branches falling off.
Again, just little things like that I like.
Dude, this game is so detailed. And again, I wasn't done playing it when I realized this when I was talking to one of my friends, Chris, who does commentaries with us. This game is one continuous fucking shot, which is why it looked so fucking epic. And I didn't even notice it because it was so immersive until we were talking about it with each other. And we were like, oh my god, I know. It's just
And I never even picked up on that.
I know, like it's so good.
You would think it'd be a very obvious thing, but,
I know.
But I never noticed it when I would watch you play. And again, I'm like the movie guy, so I'm always looking at like shots and
Force
scene
feels
progression and all that,
Different.
film snobby bullshit. But yeah, I didn't even pick up on it.
I know.
I just felt like the game had like a flow to it that was just really like, oh, it's just
An immersiveness that was just like...
And I didn't realize till you told me. And
I know. It blew my mind. Like, it probably shouldn't have blown my mind as much as it did, but when you think about how difficult it is to do a continuous shot, and the whole fucking game is that way...
Well, tracking shots can be difficult to do because you have to basically plan everything in advance. So basically, everything needs to be where it needs to be by the time the camera hits it.
Well, and again, obviously a game is easier to do to an extent, but still, you're storyboarding an entire game, so to speak, that's one shot.
Yeah, well, again, it's a
Incredible.
big undertaking. So the fact that they did that the fact that they wanted to do that is like daunting in and of itself. But that they pulled it off, and it looks good. It doesn't feel like
it doesn't. Again, you don't really notice it until like I mean, maybe some of you guys did, but I certainly didn't notice it until
when I was looking over your shoulder while you were playing it the first time.
Look at the fucking mud in the puddle.
We're getting excited for puddles, folks. Strap in. It's gonna be a long, sad ride.
Well, now that we can play in like HDR and shit, like the colors and everything is just so good.
Oh my god, look at that dirty snow! Bottom right corner of the screen! Holy shit! Oh.
That was the last.
Oh.
I mean, there's a few more trees.
Well, the last one that.
Yeah, I see it is. That was being funny.
Yeah.
Can you please get on my level?
Yeah, Cory Barlog is the director. And I believe, if I remember right, he directed the second game, which, just heads up, I always meant to play the God of War games, but I never did. But...
From what I understand, I've seen...
they look like very fun, indulgent games.
They were very different from what I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
they were very Bayonetta-esque.
Yeah.
But this game, I fucking love Norse mythology and like the just Norse aesthetic. So this game resonated with me. And then when I played it, I was like, oh god.
You know, it's interesting that the mother is kind of a crucial figure in the story, and she's dead the entire game.
You never see her face.
No, but
Spoilers, but
yeah. Well, she's the back. Well, I'm kind of hoping you guys have at least played this game.
Yeah, if you haven't, you really need to because it's amazing.
Because we're literally gonna just talk about this, so bear that in mind. But no, she's kind of essentially the backbone of this entire story. She's the catalyst for why everything is happening, and she's not there. I've seen movies though where they do that too, where the character is dead at the start of the story, which is what we just did the commentary for Shin recently, and that's how it was. That's Jesus Christ, that's home. But it was the same thing with a character who was kind of the catalyst for all that was going on was dead at the beginning of the story, yet his influence ran through the entire narrative. So I think it's interesting that their mother, or his mother, is essentially probably the most important person in the story in a way. Yeah. Definitely one of the most important people.
Well, for these two especially.
Well, yeah, yes. But in terms of what drives the narrative forward, it's really her just character that we never see or hear, and yet she's kind of there the entire time.
Find your way home.
Oh!
Free.
That's so depressing.
And to think, this is the second time Kratos has lost a wife.
Oh god, I get chills.
Because in the original game, when he was still a Spartan, he accidentally killed his wife and kid. That's, which, if I remember correctly, the reason why he's white, those are the ashes of his wife and child. So now he's burying or putting to rest another wife. It's kind of.
I got chills. I'm so lame.
She has chills, folks. I bear witness to the chills.
They're multiplying.
How dare you?
I
know. So now also this is a different voice actor for this. This is Christopher Judd, who I am familiar with, or we are, from Stargate. He played Teal'c.
I don't remember who did the original voice.
I know the name. I'll look it up real quick.
I would recognize it if you said it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I mean, both actors did a fine job. I don't.
Hot knife.
I don't play the whole who did it better thing because I think both of these guys did a did a great job. The other actor who I kind of looked up,
Dad mode engage.
This knife was hers. Now it is yours.
God, I love this game. I'm gonna be saying that a lot, so I apologize in advance.
Что делать?
She knew.
Show me.
Terrence C. Carson was the
Now.
original voice actor for
Yeah.
Kratos, and then Christopher Judge took over. And I guess one of the reasons there was a bit of controversy with this because obviously Kratos is a well-known character in video games. A lot of people were kind of like, why replace him? And I guess the director would said because this is the first God of War game where it was motion captured.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to do, I guess, a
You
different actor versus a voice actor. They wanted to be a solid performance, so they needed an actor who was physically imposing, which Christopher Judge is kind
In
of
the direction of deer.
a big, muscular guy, and someone who basically could do the voice performance and physical performance. And so, I don't know. I mean, say what you... it's up to you guys to decide what's what, but ultimately, I think hearing the original voice actor for Kratos and then hearing Christopher's take on it,
Father?
he is a...
Why are we doing this now?
It doesn't feel like a dramatic
You need to know you
change.
can survive
Christopher
the
definitely
journey.
has his own kind of
Then we leave for the
style.
mountain?
It is
on you.
different,
Hunt.
but it's not like a different
you find?
character. It
Tracks.
feels like,
Not deer, though.
yeah, I think he's a
Keep
worthy
looking.
successor, but that's just, my opinion. Regardless, I think he did a great job with this character.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you kind of have to just judge this game on its own because essentially it is a soft reboot. It is, the other games are canon. But essentially, this is a game I feel is meant to play, like, if you've
More
never
tracks.
played the original God of War
Yeah.
game, which you did
But
not,
they're too
Yeah.
loud.
this is meant to be like
a lot
your
more.
introduction to God of
Good.
War.
Like a soft reboot, so to speak.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, again,
Yeah.
it's basically like, you don't, if you want to play the other ones to kind of deepen the mythology for yourself,
way, boy.
great. But you don't have to, essentially.
Again, I didn't, and
Wait,
Yeah,
I
what-
mean, I think
fresh.
most people
This way.
probably have a general knowledge of the God of War series if they
they're aware of it, if
yeah,
nothing else.
if they are going to play this. But this game does a really good job of kind of setting. I know it's so pretty.
Las Vegas deer.
Slow down, boy.
It's a reindeer.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
I mean, whatever works, though, right?
Listen,
But yeah, no, so it and you were telling me that a lot of the fans of
gonna
the
get
original
across?
God of War games weren't crazy about this one.
that's what I've heard and read. I mean, I don't know anyone personally.
But
Gosh,
then
I
again, a
haven't
lot
played
of
this in a little bit now, so I just need to bear with me, guys.
I love that axe.
I know.
oh, what happened here?
But you should name that axe Boy. So
Boy.
and that's how the axe comes back. He just goes Boy, and the axe comes back.
Yes, yell while you're trying to hunt.
What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I love Christopher's voice, though, man.
I
Sorry.
know.
It sounds like a really pissed off
better.
Teal'c. I'm just thinking back to that character.
Find it.
Teal'c and Kratos are not all that dissimilar. I think Teal'c is a bit more
Find.
kind of Shaolin monk-esque in terms of his nature, but that very kind of stoic and focused kind of.
Yeah. Which again, well, as we go on this journey together, you'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I heard like a lot of people who really took this game were people who actually weren't fans of the original. So I don't know. It's interesting to me. Again, I've seen the originals played. I played them very little bit here and there, at friends' house, and I had fun with them. But I don't know. I like this. I like how the action feels.
I know. A lot of people didn't. I don't know. I'm not picky. As long as the game is fun.
Well, I think it feels, from what I remember of the older games, that this feels more
Well, I know the other games,
realistic.
from what I remember hearing, is they were very like.
over the top.
Yeah. It was very much like Bayonetta in that sense.
Which that's not a bad
is
thing because
fine.
I play Bayonetta. I think the game is
Oh
fun
yeah,
as hell.
it's very fun.
But again, one is a much more stylized, where it's not realistic. But it's like when you watch an anime or something where it's like so over the top. It's kind of like it's almost like the difference between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. And I know the old God of War games had a lot of blood too, so I'm not saying, but like Street Fighter was very big, flashy, over-the-top movements, and Mortal Kombat was very gritty and raw. Like this is what it would look like with people with superpowers if they actually fought in real life. It would be fucking brutal. Whereas it wasn't flashy; it was just brutal. Whereas here, his movements aren't as
like this one.
big and over the top, but they're heavy.
Yeah.
Like when I noticed when I first watched you do the combat, whenever he would hit something, there was weight to it. Like when he would bring down that axe, it was like, God damn. Like,
Oh
it was
gosh,
just
stop giving tutorials. I'm trying to do stuff.
Which, I don't know, for me, I kind of like... I mean, the other games were fun, but I like the brutality of just kind of just like a... You just feel the weight of that axe just burying itself in something. It's just like, ooh. Whereas the other game, it was more just like madness on screen, some of the speed and just craziness. Which, again, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but they're just kind of very different, so...
Yeah.
I guess it all comes down to preference, is really what I'm saying. So,
Boar. There you are.
I mean, technically there's 4 God of War games from, like, the original style, right?
There was the first 3, and then there was like a prequel.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, if nothing else, you've got 4 games.
But Mom told me never to go in there.
So,
We
it's
do
kind of
what
like,
we please, boy. No excuses.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm sure I probably just pissed off a lot of people. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but yeah.
Again, we're just...
Can I have my bow back now?
Can you
No.
hit it from here?
That's such a pretty deer, though.
We should get closer.
I guess technically it's like an elk, I'm pretty sure, but...
Yeah. So this is Midgard, then, the run, right?
Yes.
So I always wonder, though, when is this happening? Because this is...
I went
Midgard, for you
hungry
guys don't
with
know,
weather a
in
bunch of times.
mythology is what they call Earth.
Never wanted
Yeah.
to take me.
Our realm.
Why now?
But I'm like, okay, what is this where they have, like, magical stuff
It was
walking
time.
around? Is this kind of like pre-recorded history kind of time?
I'm not exactly
I was
sure.
always just kind of curious about that, because I know with the original games, he was a Spartan, so
Oh.
that kind of dated. It tells you when he's from.
Come here.
Get him.
Again, I'm only playing on baby mode, because otherwise I don't want to take 10 years to get through battles and stuff.
I love the sound of the action.
Oh, I know.
It's just like it literally just feels like something being driven through meat. It's not like a clean, it's like a rich, juicy sound. That's not terrible.
Yum!
They're so juicy.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, guy. Boy.
It's opening.
Yeah.
You froze it in place.
Yeah, I did. Since I lost one little nugget of health. I love how he's too manly to like drink potions. He just stomps on these.
It's so
Just
aggro.
wait till we get to the chests. Not these chests, the wooden chests.
And then you just smash them open.
Yeah, it's amazing. I lost my shit when I first saw that.
Give me the loot.
They can no longer use it. We can.
I like how his voice almost sounds like a growl.
I know.
We can no longer use it.
So nice.
Even when the axe comes back and it hits his hand.
I know.
The first time I saw it, I was like, ow. Like, I could feel it in my hand. Like,
I know.
God, it just sounds like it hurts like hell. It's like when someone throws a ball and you just catch it, but it's just like, you know, they put some heat on it and it just like smacks into your hand. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I'm climbing up. I love how he just climbs on his back.
And he probably doesn't even feel it. It's like,
I
just like
know.
no weight attitude whatsoever.
Boop, boop, boop.
I also like the lighting.
Everything in this game is beautiful.
Well, yeah, but
Roy, over here.
Oh look! It's Skull and Hati, the giant wolves who chase the sun and moon.
you know,
Where did they come
those
from?
guys.
How did they get up there? What's
Again,
up there at the end?
So that's right. He can't read
The
like
sun and
Norse
moon?
runes or anything,
Let
right?
everybody
no,
fight?
Kratos can't.
Which I always thought was kind of interesting because I feel like you could have just easily been like, oh, whatever, he's reading. Okay, he's a god. That's all he is. But I like how they're basically saying
Look at how beautiful that is.
he's a foreigner, so he doesn't know the language. And I thought that was actually like a nice touch where.
Well, and it gives, you know, having the boy around a little more, not just him being there. He's there kind of with a purpose.
Kind of a tactical use. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. The boy knows more about this culture than he does.
I cannot go through.
And I'm sure he would have learned that from his mother. So it's just kind of interesting that for Kratos, he's like...
That's one of the things I hope they do answer eventually, is I'm really curious to find out just how long has Kratos been here? You know what I mean?
In
like
this part of the world, yeah. Well, again, Vikings came about long after...
the fateful...
The Spartans, so... I mean, you know...
Oh, I know.
That's how I used to open up my lunchbox at school. Had like, you know, a lunchbox for every day of the week.
Oh my goodness.
Time for my ham sandwich. Boom! But yeah, no, that'd be kind of interesting to see it because, again, culturally speaking, this is like, I think, 1,000 years after, you know,
yeah, I don't
the
know
age of Spartans. So, I mean, granted, he's a god, so he's probably immortal, so, but I'm just saying, so, has he been just chilling here with his... for 1,000 years kind of thing, or did he just get here recently?
Yeah. I'm sure eventually we'll find out a little bit more.
Wait for my mark.
I'm just like, come on, homie. 1,000 years,
Relax.
you can learn a rune or two.
Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in.
Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. It's been a while, folks.
Good.
It's still alive.
It's so pretty.
Your knife.
Did they explain why they have the glowing antlers?
No.
Or how they are
I don't
magical?
know, because it's
Finish what you
magic and
started.
shit.
That's what I'm saying, though, like, so again, we're in history of this where we had, like, the magical animals running around. That's what I'm wondering. Or that's why I was wondering if this was just,
A
like,
lot
a
of times
special part of the world.
I can't.
I mean, I think there was supposed to be magic in Midgard at a point.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. This is like
mean-
an age of Arcana, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, nowadays, the magic is gone from the world, but back then,
Yeah.
it was like there was magic even in our world kind of thing. That's why I was just curious.
God, that axe is beautiful.
I know. Love the jewels on it, too.
I know. Dad, hover hand. Just do it, Kratos. God.
No, again, the attention to detail.
God, look at that fucking leather.
Hey guys!
Thanks for this. Oh no.
Try to give Kratos the most epic high five ever.
I'm just trying to. Aww. Get it away.
The troll, correct?
Yes.
Oh, look, that's his weapon. A stone pillar.
I know.
Again, that's one of the things I just love about, like, Norse culture. Everything is so, like, badass. You know what I mean? Like, and I know obviously this game is taking visual liberties with the culture, but still, like, again, I love the rustic look of Norse culture. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
It takes something that might otherwise be looked at as just savagery and makes it very beautiful.
Whee!
Fun fact, Vikings were actually very progressive. They found out that women were allowed to rule as chieftains, and there were just as many shield maidens as there were men.
Okay, I'm getting a little distracted here, so don't judge me, guys.
All my fascinating historical facts here, as you're getting just the shit beaten out of you by a giant troll.
Again, I haven't played in a minute here, so usually when I get a game...
You know, the history of Viking lore is
look at
quite
that fucking
fascinating.
grass
Beginning
on
and you
fire.
guys are getting clobbered.
Keep hitting it. Why is he falling?
Because he's giant.
Oh.
We get so much worse. Oh, seriously though, look at that fire in the grass.
Yeah, well, notice it after you kill this guy, because
I
right
know.
now
There we go. I was trying to hit him in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, hit my child.
Get control of yourself, boy.
Yeah, Dad, kill it. Kicking your ass. There we go. Look at that. Oh!
Punch it in the face.
Jesus. Just another day in the life.
That's what you get!
Boy,
Think I'm afraid of you!
Yeah. Good job, kid. You got him.
You're nothing to me!
boy, look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
We did it.
I mean, you were there.
He did serve as, you
You
know.
are not ready.
What? Are you serious?
No.
I found the deer. I proved myself. How am I not ready?
We are going home.
God, Kratos is giant.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
Bye-bye, troll.
Kratos is like the dad that's not fun to have,
I
but if
know.
someone's ever fucking with you at school, you can be like, I'm gonna go tell my dad. And everyone moves out of the neighborhood.
I just want to once again come over and appreciate this on fire grass.
I mean, the
Because
fire grass for that troll is like, you know, literally like wiping you through.
it's beautiful.
I know, I got a good look at it when you were being like
Listen,
driven into it.
it's
earlier.
so beautiful, it's distracting.
You know.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Like,
I mean, I was trying to enjoy the grass, but you kept getting slammed into it by the giant troll with the giant pillars. So it kept
the
distracting me from
graphics are
enjoying
so
it.
nice. Come on, boy, I'll boost ya.
Spider-Man.
Kinda.
I just wanted them to do like a special, like downloadable skin where like Kratos and Boy
Oh yeah.
do like a father and son cosplay.
Apparently. Oh, I'm dumb. It was on my back. I thought I dropped it. Listen. Oh, I didn't mean to kill him in one hit, but
Oh darn, because that's a shame.
I wasn't actually trying to though.
I want to kill slow. They're so juicy. It's like they're just spray orange juice.
Ew.
The pulp
Like
kind.
orange Fanta.
Yeah. Father, they're filled with Fanta. And you have to
obviously
say
these
Fanta.
we-
You can't say Fanta. It doesn't matter if you're American.
We
It has to
can't
be
get into
Fanta.
these yet.
No one ever has. No one has ever asked, "Do you want
Still
a
can't get the
Fanta?"
doors open, huh?
Quiet.
Quiet, boy.
Okay, fine. I guess I will be the
Some
only
cool
one who
shit in
finds
those
it.
doors. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I kind of feel Kratos should be able to just jump that in one go, like doesn't even have to climb. I think he's just being modest here.
Probably. I was trying to hit it in the face. I just love using it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now, what are these guys supposed to do?
Joggers. Like in Skyrim!
Boy,
Oh, and then you have these guys, which you can't actually use the fucking thing for. They're like White Walkers, that's what I always call these guys.
Except you don't have to wait like 4 seasons to show up.
Yeah.
20 minutes of the game, here we go.
Not to speak.
And 20 minutes of the game, they're done. I love how it's a weapon and a tool.
I know.
Like, that's all he's got. He's just got that damn axe, and he's, like, good to go. It's like a Swiss Army knife with just one blade. And yet he's invincible
Oh
with
man,
it.
things are about to get
Why would a fire
awesome.
troll burn Mother's garden? And since when are joggers so close to the house?
Because they're
What was that
assholes.
frozen thing that attacked them?
I do not know. Now be silent.
Dad of the year.
Be silent. That's awesome.
Inside, boy.
Yeah, Pa. Oh man.
I love that gauntlet he's got.
I know. That's his shield.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I just put on that one.
And I like how it's modeled kind of after like still like the Greek stuff. I like how he still incorporates a lot of.
Yeah.
Is his armor here supposed to be like Greek? I know it's got the fur.
I don't think so.
But I just
he has some that I think is a little more Spartan-esque, but
I think it's the style, how it's designed.
I think it's supposed to be a little
like
little
reminiscent of it.
yeah.
Like it's made of like the materials you would see there, but it's styled in a way that's more reminiscent of that. I think
it's a lot of leather armor.
Yeah.
Well, and that was part of the thing is I remember even reading that they were saying like, oh, you know, Kratos shouldn't need armor, you know, because he's awesome and badass.
Well, he doesn't.
And we're like, you know what, guys? It just looks cool, and sometimes it just.
Well, he
that's
shouldn't
all-
wear clothes because he's not cold. Like he
know.
doesn't need like if the guy can walk around in the snow with like only that, he can be butt ass naked. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
need clothes. It's because you don't want a character walking around looking like Dr. Manhattan. Basically, that's why That's why he wears any clothes. And why does he have leather armor? Because it looks fucking cool.
Look at those candles! Look at them!
That's a debate I've had with people a few times. We're like, why is something like this? Because it's cool. And sometimes when you're telling a story, it's okay to do something just because it's cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's so sad. I can hear you, boy.
That's a nice big ass bed Kratos has got. Look at that. What is that, a California King?
Well, I feel like he's bigger than normal, so I would say it's probably bigger.
Well, I'm bigger than normal too,
You
so
lost
I'm just
control.
saying. That's what I'm asking. Like, how big is that
Thing
bed?
was trying to
Because
kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon. If you control it, use it. You clearly cannot. When you
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
fine.
this kid does a great job. The voice actor.
I know, I was just thinking
I don't
that.
remember his name. I looked up his name
Come on,
before,
man.
but he's a.
You want me to hate you?
I want you to try.
Ow! What are you?
Try again.
God, look at his fucking
Why are you
hands.
doing that?
Too slow. Try again.
He's so huge.
Cut it out!
Weak. Again. Again.
Stop it!
Again.
Oh, motion sickness.
Who, you?
No, yeah,
Oh.
joking at the camera.
Your anger. You can get lost in it. That ahead is difficult.
I would know, son.
And you, Atreus, are clearly not ready.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Come on out!
Oh.
Hiding anymore. I know who you are.
What's going on? Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now.
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
It's just again, I'm looking at it like one shot, man.
I
It
know.
blows my mind.
I know. Like you forget and then you remember and you're like, what the fuck?
Tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody.
The camera work is really good too. It really feels like a handheld shot.
I know. Sup, bud? I don't want any Girl Scout cookies.
I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one. Long way from home, aren't you?
What do you want?
How big did you expect him to be? Oh, then I remembered like his
The
Yeah.
answer to that.
his
Whatever
nephews
it
or
is.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter.
You know who he reminds me of right here?
You
God, what's his
hide
name?
out
I'm a
here
shitty
in
person. He's one of my
woods.
favorite actors.
Coward.
It's the story of my life. When I try to think of an actor's name, it like
You do not want
it
this
slips my
fight.
mind.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Just fucking bitch slap me.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like a youngish Gary Oldman here, but even the way he's talking.
Yeah.
Home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
That punch. This, okay, now remember the whole one-shot thing? This fucking fight. Get ready, guys, because it's insane.
Get your barf bags, folks.
Right? If your motion sickness, you know, activated.
Not the fight to watch with VR.
Oh, God. That really would be.
My turn.
Boom! Ow. Oh.
He's like, the fuck?
How incredibly disappointing. Come on, then.
Here we go, here we go.
Whoop, whoop. Look at him, he's like, come at me, bro.
Again, I like how they're definitely superpowers because of what they're doing. But
He's so cool!
But I think when they actually do exchange
Where'd he go?
blows,
Oh, God.
well, yeah, when they exchange blows, though, it feels like a real fight. It feels like if people with this level of strength were fighting in the real world.
And I love how I just fucking threw him through trees. Like, this fucking game, guys!
Honestly, I think what it feels like this.
Oh, God, I'm literally stuck against that rock.
Honestly, I think what it strikes me as the difference between this fighting and like the stuff in the other game is that it's the same kind of combat, but it's not stylized.
Yeah.
It feels like, okay, you remove all the stylistic nature of the other game, and this is what the fight feels like. So it's a stripped down version of it. Which, like I said, again, depending on what your preference is. But yeah, so it's still brutal as hell.
You see me throw him through that tree? Oh, I love this so much. It's so badass.
Yeah, I also saw him do this to you. Damn.
Oh, God.
Tell me what I want. Pain stops real simple.
And I love how you can see, like, the scratches and, like, gouges on him.
I know.
Why are there two beds in
Don't you look in my house, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Damn.
My attack noise.
I don't know. See, for me, I like this kind of stuff. It's not as fast, it's not as quick, but it's brutal as shit. It's like a fight.
God. I know this is basically a movie, but it makes you want to have it be a movie, so I can just sit back and enjoy it.
Oh, I don't know. You know, with the history of video games and things.
Battery up! Oh my God.
Who are you hiding? Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard.
That's what I'm saying. He says you should never come to Midgard, but technically,
let's
isn't
try
all of Earth
again.
Midgard to them? Or in this game, are they considering Midgard just this region of the world?
See, that's one thing I've been like, is it like an alternate dimension Earth in the sense that it's the Norse Pantheon? Like, that was the one thing I'm like, I don't know exactly how...
Yeah, because Midgard is just Earth. That's just what the Norse
Yeah.
called it. So as far as they're concerned, like,
Oh boy, here we go!
Spartan Greece.
I would
would've
like
been
to
Midgard.
rage.
I know, right?
Drag
Boom.
mode. That's what I'm gonna call it, guys. If you
Drag
don't know
mode.
Critical Role, you should, because it's awesome. And it's drag mode.
Google Vox Machina Grog. It'll answer all.
Just fucking battering ram him!
Oh.
Oh my God! Meow, 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 meow. I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, where'd you go? Whew. I raged too hard. Oh, there you are.
No such thing. Is that like ice powers he has? That blue stuff? Or is that like...
Yeah.
That's kind of cool with like you can fire and ice. I don't know. I think it was a nice little...
That tree just fell me.
And I like how he's lean, but he's like
Yeah.
fast.
Whew. I love that shot. Oh, I'm gonna say that so much. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah, broken record, folks. Damn.
I know, it's so awesome.
Jesus.
Going down. Oh, fucking break the earth. Fucking hurting and shit.
Like I said before, just another day in the life.
Oh my
I'm
god.
trying to look at the actor who does. Oh, by the way, am I allowed to say the name of that character?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Should we? I don't know. Maybe we should wait.
okay. I'm trying to look up the name of the voice
Stranger.
actor who.
Just call him the Stranger. That's what they
No,
call
I'm not gonna call him the straight because it makes it feel like a weird hand job.
Oh
No,
no! Just
the adversarial force.
badass.
That guy's what we'll call him. I'm trying to see what his name is.
The Tap Man. I'm a Tap Man.
His voice sounds very.
familiar.
You had to act.
Odin wanted answers.
Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep
Fucking breaking the earth.
That old body
So
will
awesome.
give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this.
See, he says that, but he was getting dazed. So how's that work?
It's the game. God, fucking this whole fantasy. I love it so much.
But you see, I don't know if this would translate well to a movie in terms of the one shot. Well, then again, look how cinematic. I say that. I know they did a movie not too long ago, a horror movie, where they did it in one shot.
Nothing can. This fight is pointless. Your struggle is pointless.
Jeremy Davis is the name
This
of
way.
that guy.
You gonna Mufasa me? Kinda. He kinda Mufasa'd me.
You can't win.
He really does make you think of Gary Oldman. That's
Nothing.
awesome.
But you
Oh my god, I recognize that guy. Jeremy Davis, yeah, he was in Saving Private Ryan. He was in Twister. I recognize him now.
I wanted.
He was in American Gods,
But
Twin Peaks.
I'd probably recognize him if I saw him.
let's finish this.
Okay, round 3! Woo! Oh, you dodged me. You dodged me.
Wow. See, I like how they portray gods in this, where it's not about how many superpowers they have. Because essentially, it's just their natural abilities just heightened. Really.
Yeah.
It's not as flat. I mean, this stuff is kind of flashy.
Look at this backdrop, by the way. I'm probably gonna get hit just to look at it, but look at that. Look at that. So
But I was
fucking
gonna
epic.
say, I like how they explain what difference a god physically between really immortal is. That the damage they can take. Like one hit from Kratos would kill anyone.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that he's getting hit by that axe
I went
and
flying.
survive, the fact that they can take this kind of damage, I always like it better when they kind of portray superpowered beings that way. It's not about their offensive ability as much as their defensive. The fact that they can be slammed into rocks and
Yeah.
you know take it. To me, that's always
Stop
way
it.
more impressive than like
He was
the
zipping
flashes.
behind me.
Because really, that's the only like flashy superpowery thing he does. Other than that, this is a meat and potatoes fight.
Yeah.
Which again, I like.
If he wasn't so zippy, I'd hit him a lot more, but he likes to zip around.
That shield is awesome.
I know, it really is.
Eat your heart out, Captain America.
I will end you.
He promised. Where'd he go? There you are. Keep zipping around, shit.
Can't beat me.
Where did you go?
There he is.
It's just such a badass. Ow. Whee! There you are.
Yeah, I like the design of the shield because again, Norse stuff isn't very flashy or colorful. So the fact that his shield is kind of that very kind of almost body
Yeah.
look.
Well,
That's really-
that's not the default one. That's just the because I bought like the deluxe digital.
yeah, but I know, but I would say you don't
Yeah.
really see someone like Kratos having that, and I feel that's kind of like how they allude to his
God, they are so bloody.
Spartan heritage. You know what I mean? Like the fact
Yeah.
that it's a much more bright, flashy.
So fucking up and close and personal right here. He's like,
What that
"Nope."
sound?
I'd hope that you, of everyone I'd faced, would finally make me feel something.
It's like trying to go for his eyes and shit.
I know.
It's like, fuck you. God, so bloody. There's so much
The
blood.
fuck off me.
It's like, oh, I need a drink. I need a drink and a long nap. God damn. Now that we destroyed this fucking whole area.
I know. It's like... Yep.
Here we go. One step at a time.
Was he?
Walk it off. It's fine. You got this.
Did he know my past? How did they find me after all this time? Faye, what do I do? Our son
I forgot about that.
carry your ashes to the top of the mountain.
God, it's fucking hurting.
Yep. And it's probably the first time in a long time
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gotten a beating like this. Probably since, I guess, the events of Game 3, right?
I would say, yeah. Or 4 or whatever.
Well,
I guess
4 is a
yeah.
prequel, yeah, so
It'd be
then God of
3.
War 3 would have been the last time he got a beating like this. I just thought that was like a street fight. That was a brawl.
Yeah.
I know how to do this without you.
But I just love how it's this, you know, huge, powerful God man, you know, and he's just like,
Oh, stop.
shut up. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
But
well,
he's like, I can't.
We cannot stay here.
well, again, the thing that is most daunting to him is being a father.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would rather
Trying
go,
to
like...
protect somebody else and be responsible for someone else.
Exactly. I think he would rather just go, like, 6 more rounds with Homeboy back there than do this. Because, again, for better or for worse, he's a warrior. He knows how to fight, and he knows how to take a beating. But
There
this
was
is,
so much.
like, you know...
I thought
You thought wrong, boy.
you're all right.
I am all right.
I got
He just
this.
waves it off.
Look, yeah, ain't no thing. All the blood's gone.
I know.
We are leaving.
Thought I wasn't ready.
I love how they just do
You're
that
not.
little glance. 'Cause
Yeah.
We have no choice now.
Again, we're gonna probably assume you guys play this game,
Yeah.
but well, if not, we'll
I'll try to be vague.
Yeah.
I will probably slip
Yes,
up.
sir.
Again, this game has been out long enough now that
But you never know. Because we can still keep certain things a secret without
Yeah.
not having fun with this. Ultimately, this game offers so much in the moment that you don't need to just wait around for the big plot points.
yeah.
The mountain. It's gonna be a long trip.
Yes, but an important one.
Whoa. How did this happen?
You don't want to know, kid.
I mean, you might. It was pretty badass. But
It was pretty badass. Oh man. Well, I think we're gonna stop there for now before we start our epic journey
Yep.
to the mountain.
Because it is, in fact, a very epic journey.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I've been wanting to play this again for a while, so I'm definitely looking. Alrighty. I love this game so much. But yeah. So, we will see you guys in part 2.
Peace!
Peace.